Oh, this one actually makes me feel strangely proud. Hi, me again. And as an Essex lad, this one makes me feel rather proud. Have a look at the headline. Look. Clacton, Basildon, Jaywick and Harlow nominated for title of worst place to live in England. I was born in Clacton, I've lived in Jaywick, I've lived in Basildon, and I used to work in Harlow. Oh, yeah, I feel strangely connected to this story and rather proud of that. Why is it that bad? I don't think it's that bad. Clacton's a bit rough. Jaywick's a bit rough. Harlow, yeah, I'm not a big fan of, and Basildon I wouldn't live in again if you paid me. But there's got to be worse places in the country, right? I can't have 4 nominations in Essex alone. Let's have a look. The infamous website ilivehere.co.uk allows people to give 100% truthful, no-holds-barred reviews of places they've lived and often turn out to be the most savage thing you'll read that month, if not the year. The poll created in late 2022 and recently updated reads, "It's that time of year again, but this year we're doing it a little different. We are extending the voting into the new year to let all you work-based slackers vote. Time to choose which provincial dirt hole in England is going to take the title of the worst place to live in the whole country. Click on your town, scroll to the bottom and click that vote button." There's got to be worse. But I've been to other places in the country. I know there's worse places. Maybe not than Basildon, but Clacton's all right. Clacton, it's up and coming, Clacton, you know. What makes me laugh is that my mum grew up in Clacton. And she used to say, in the 60s, you should see this place. It was glamour and we had celebrities and everything. And I kind of believe it. My old man, he was a big deal in Clacton at the time. And he was friends with many celebrities down there. And he even did, there was a Bond launch. They did a premiere for one of the Bond films. What one was it? Up in Live or Let Die or something. I'll try and dig the pictures out. My old man was in charge of the launch. And he was down on the seafront with jet skis and Bond girls and everything. And he was going out at night. It was a big place, and there all the mods and everything, like Brighton. But for some reason, Brighton kept going up and up and up, and getting classier and more expensive and desirable, and Clacton went down, 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 down. It's odd. It's odd how that happened, isn't it? And Clacton did go pretty far down, but it's working its way back up. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's quite bad. There are 5 Essex areas included in the running for the worst place to live, and they are Basildon, Clacton, Harlow, Jaywick Sands and the former Essex borough of Barking and Dagenham. Jaywick, which is actually a village, not a town, is known as the most deprived place in the UK. I think it's lost that title down there, isn't it? I remember reading that it's lost that title to somewhere into north, isn't it? So someone reviewed Clacton saying, "The whole town is sinking, not like Canvey in that respect. Sinking as in the mire of depression, drug abuse, gang violence and closed shops are all adding to the general ambience of depression." They add that there are also gangs of homophobic teens that make Putin look open-minded. I defend Clacton because I was born there, but it's the only place I've ever really had trouble. I used to come out of Fibber's nightclub years ago, and then you got mugged twice. I got saved by a kebab driver once who just told me, "Get in the car, you're about to get mugged," and a taxi driver saw it happening and told me to jump in as well. And I do get a bit worried about my old mum going around at night, and I tell her not to. You can't tell your mum what to do, can you? She won't listen. She won't listen. But yeah, it is a bit rough, but it is up and coming. But I'd still rather Clacton than Basildon. The other interesting thing in this article, it said here, the infamous website ilivehere.co.uk. How's it? I've never heard of it. I've never heard of that website. But that's where I'm going now, and I'm going to fill out my truthful Clacton one and read some of the other ones. Where do you think is the worst place to live in the UK? Is it one of these? I mean, Jaywick's quite bad. I don't think I'd want to live in Jaywick Sands or those little prefabs now. It is a bit rough, but I've done a bit of work on it. But it does need flattening and starting again, really, doesn't it? But then where are you going to put all those families in that time? They live there cheaply. Don't know. Let me know your thoughts on it. We'll have a bit of a chat. I'll monitor the comments on this one. We'll have a bit of a chat about it. And as always, thanks for watching. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon, as long as I haven't been lynched by the people of Jaywick anyway. Ta-da!